Tom, Tris,
Jake.
Don, and Jake. We've gathered here today to watch the Indie World Showcase. Not quite a Nintendo Direct, but I think we'll get some juicy morsels in here nonetheless. So at this time of the stream, we are about 15 minutes out from the show starting. And what I want to know from you all here, and what I want to know from chat, hopefully chat is listening in, they're ready to contribute, is if there is anything that they really want to see here. Is there something that you're like, fingers and toes crossed, I'm hoping this appears here? Because this is kind of like a funny time to have a presentation, I think. I feel like we just had Mario Wonder come out. Wario just came out. If that wasn't enough, we announced that Legend of Zelda movie. And then in a matter of days, that Mario RPG game's coming. I'm like, yo, like, relax, dude. We got the Game Awards nominees out here. Things are just popping off absolutely everywhere. So I don't even know. I feel like people aren't ready for this Indie World Showcase. It's not, we're not thinking about it, you know? It's a weird time. November as a whole, I feel like, is a weird time for a presentation like this. But okay, this is good. I'm already seeing chat blow up a little bit, but Tom, let me go to you first. Tom, is there something you're hoping to see in this presentation?
No, I've seen a lot of people talking about it, and I would love for Pizza Tower to be out on Switch for people to play. Like, I've had it on Steam to try already. I think that'd be really a solid, very fitting Wario-like title for Switch players to have.
So it's kind of surprising it's not already on Switch. Yeah. It is very much a game made for Nintendo fans, the old Wario Land fans.
In pixel art, drawn,
yeah,
all animated in like pixel art, like almost like MS Paint type graphics, where it's a crazy pizza chef, and he's got to go in this pizza tower, and there's just like gross things, like little pizza box portals, and there's like a sound effect, like kind of going. I don't know, it's gross, like going through a slushy meat going through a vent or something. I don't know.
It's hilarious, is what the game is.
Yeah, Pizza Tower, I think keeping it off of Switch is probably the size of that team, being a real independent game. And I hope there's a part of me that hopes that maybe that developer got like a little kickback from sweet old Nintendo. And that Nintendo was like, hey, we want that over here. Maybe tossed him some bones. Don, is there something you're hoping to see at this presentation?
Quilts and Cats of Calico was like announced earlier this year in the previous Indie World, and I like the board game a lot of Calico, and having like a video game spin-off of that sounds really fun. It was weird that they haven't announced it since, and the only date it still has is fall 2023. So I think there's a good chance we'll see that here today. Otherwise, if I get like at least like half a minute of Rift of the Necrodancer, I would be fine with that too. But I also realized that with these indie worlds, they barely repeat stuff outside of having actual updates to show for them.
I feel like with that game too, that Rift of the Necrodancer, it's like once you've seen it once. I don't know. Like, that's just stuff coming down on unless I have a misunderstanding of what that. Oh,
Jake,
Tom's got something for me. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you. Like, we played it again at PAX in West, and it did update a bit, and they could show like a new, one of the new Rhythm Heaven games, and I think it's almost, there's more variety in the enemy movements and stuff now, and it's more refined. But the general idea of what they had is still there, so you could get the usual. Announce the game and then wait until the game is just about to come out in a closer indie world before doing it.
Okay. All right. I like that. I'd like to see something, if that game shows up again with something very different from what we've seen before. That would be really cool. That's a great way to do a presentation. Tris, is there something on your indie world wish list?
Two in particular. I'll go with one that isn't, currently circling rumors and whatnot, and that's Born of Bread. This Paper Mario-like game has been making a lot of waves in the last year. I got to play the demo for it back at PAX East back in March. Like, absolutely loved it. It's had, like, Steam demos. It's had, like, all sorts of demos and presents throughout the summer and throughout the fall. It's coming out in a few weeks. I think it comes out, I want to say December 7th or, like, early December. And I think, because it is going to be coming to Switch, it would be great to see it show up here.
Cool. I want to highlight some of chat's suggestions. From
yes.
Mario Gamer, they say Roblox. And I actually think this is maybe, I don't know what Roblox corporate relationship is, but I'm assuming it's not an indie game. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I don't. That's internet fully went down. Comcast told me today they were working on my internet. They told me they were done. Thought there might be some issues, but we'll see. Hopefully it can last. What were we talking about? Roblox?
Yeah, we were.
Yes.
Roblox?
Yes.
All right, we can
Yes.
we can move off of Roblox, I guess. I just thought that was an interesting suggestion. I know it just recently came to like PlayStation platforms, I think. So
It did, yes.
Yeah, so maybe I don't know, maybe they're looking at stuff. But again, at this Indie World Showcase, probably not. I'm seeing a lot of love in the chat for Pizza Tower. Like we said earlier. I'm seeing some Born of Bread, like Tris mentioned. But again, not a lot of variety here. I'm not even seeing people talk about like Silk Song too much, which is a typical thing that people ask of this.
For once.
I saw one, but I also saw Jonathan Blow and Braid, and that's possible because they're doing a remaster for the 15th anniversary. So,
new Braid.
Oh.
Okay.
well, like a remaster of Braid,
Yeah,
like,
remaster
and
of
with
Braid,
commentary and stuff. So that's possible.
Can you get Braid now on Switch at the moment? I don't think you can.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna double check.
Yeah, I don't
that.
think you can.
don't
But
know.
I just because I don't know. It's
Oh,
hard for me to imagine it being there.
Raphael, maybe Harpoon on Switch one day, but I have to finish it first. And let's see, Diamond Core says Earthblade. That would be an excellent thing to see.
Earthblade.
That would be
So,
the biggest thing.
a thing about the Braid remake, it was announced in 2020 and it was resurfaced this year, but there was no new mention of Switch.
Okay, so yeah, it has a chance.
Okay.
I mean, I guess, yes.
Yeah, okay. So Earthblade, I just looked that up. I was unfamiliar with this. This is a Metroidvania that
By
okay,
Celeste game.
Oh, dude, Celeste.
Huh, okay.
That's now we're talking. Okay. We got a $2 super chat from Valentine. Says love Ghosty if you like cute and love get it. I am not discerning that message, and maybe it's just me, but thank you Valentine for being here with us, please. So here's what's on my mind for indie games. I have been playing a lot of Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2. Not an indie game.
Yeah.
But it has
Correct.
had me in the platform fighter mindset. So I've been thinking like, wow, I'm kind of like, it's been in early access for a while. I still think it has a lot of stuff that needs to be worked out. But announcing Fraymakers, which is kind of like an indie Smash Brothers game, I think that would be so cool to see here. I'd also be interested in Rivals of Aether 2. If that's a kind of deal that they could swing on here, I think that might be even earlier than Fraymakers. But yeah, something like that, something a little platform fighting game. Would love to see it. I'm all about that these days.
I think both of those are excellent contenders to be in an indie world.
Ooh,
I feel like both of them are too early to be here at this one in particular. Because I don't think either of them have a set release date yet.
No.
Let alone a window like a target year. I could be wrong on that one. But I think if they have at least that, then I think it'd be the perfect time. But not yet. Maybe an indie world next year we might see that. But
Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, those would be a good multiplayer choice though. They did show up.
Yeah. I'm trying to think now if there was another one that I'm not remembering. That's like a good Smash Brothers-esque indie game. I feel like there's one that's on that I'm like not recalling right now, but I don't know. So I do wonder if I think like in these indie showcases, we often see a lot of games that are like really close to coming out, I think, or games that are like really far off. It's not like a super middle ground. Yeah. So I'm wondering if there's going to be some shadow drops, if there's going to be some available nows. Can we expect it? You're saying, yeah.
Yeah, there's usually at least a couple, I think. Especially if it's something that's already been out on other platforms. And it's like just getting ported over to the Switch. Usually there's at least one of those as a shadow drop. For all we know, Pizza Tower could be that. Just saying.
Man, that would be crazy. I don't see it, but that would be crazy.
It would be crazy.
I gotta tell you, people talk about Pizza Tower so fondly that I almost hope it does not come out anytime soon because I think it would help it in next year's award season if it came out later. I think like coming out now would maybe put it in a tough spot. I also think people are just like talking about the biggest games of the year right now. Maybe it's not the right time for ye old Pizza Tower, you know?
That's fair. That's fair.
It did get under debut indie category at least, but it's going against other games that are in the best indie game too. We know how that goes.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Pseudo Regalia, someone mentioned, that's an interesting one where it's kind of like an N64 Castlevania like platformer on Steam. And it's only $5. I think that would be a smaller team though. It might be too soon, but that would be a neat one to see and just have available right now.
Yeah. We got another super chat from Valentine. Love Ghosty is a cozy, cute, upcoming game. You play as a ghost matchmaker. Okay. All right. Wait a second. Wait a second. Ghost matchmaker setting up cute animals. Another one I want to see, Coral Island. I was just reading about Coral Island this morning.
Actually, me too.
Yeah, there was something came out about Coral Island, so that one's fresh in the mind. And then, okay, all right, hold on, chat. I need you all to relax. I'm seeing a lot of messages here about how we don't read chat, and I'm reading it. I'm right here. I see your messages. Not reading chat.
Yeah.
What do you want from me? What do you guys want me to say? Listen, next message that pops up in chat. Next one, I'm gonna say it no matter what it says. I said if. Thank you, Morgan Renfield. I said if. Okay. Woohoo! Okay.
So since we are about 3 minutes away, I want to address. I want to address that one thing that might show up here, and some prominent people are talking about it potentially showing up, is Outer Wilds.
Thank you.
A game about space exploration that was announced for the Switch in a Nintendo Direct back in February 2021. This game has come out on most of the platforms at this point, and still hasn't come out on the Switch yet. Anytime it's been talked about, and apparently she's like, "Don't worry, it's still happening,
But Tris, the most important thing though is that based leaker Pioro has tweeted a hint about this game, and and that person tweeted that hint before the Indie World was even announced, like hours before.
Hours before the Indie World was announced.
Yeah, so I think we can count on it. Not necessarily a game that I think is going to thrive on the platform, but
no, but it's more of a, another platform for it, even more accessible, even more people can play it now.
Yeah.
No idea how well it'll run on the Switch, to be completely honest. I mean, I'm pretty sure the reason why it's been MIA for like 2 years is because it's a technical marvel. It's kind of hard to get running on the Switch, but I'm hoping. And I'm hoping it's soon. If it is indeed here, I'm hoping it's coming out soon and not like, here it is, April. Like, okay.
Yeah. So we are now 1 minute, about 1 minute, less than 1 minute away from the Indie World. I've got it up on the YouTube beams, internet beams. Pretty funny in the chat. Andre and I both tried to message as GameXplain at about the exact same time. So there's a very weird double post from GameXplain out there. Which one was me? Which one was Andre? Oh, Andre signed his. Never mind.
No, I think you signed it, Andre, to fool us.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right, let's see. This should be starting up any moment now, and when it does, we will pump the volume on the stream, not on us. I will be near muting us, so you can talk. They won't hear you. Don. Okay.
Wow, okay. Here we go. Thanks, Don.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Indie World. I'm Amber.
And I'm Andrew.
We've got another packed showcase full of indie games headed to the Nintendo Switch system. So, without further ado, let's get into it.
always forget Shantae's indie.
Hi, I'm Matt
There's so
Bozon,
much of
creative director at Way Forward.
Yeah.
And I'm Aaron Bozon, the creator of Shantae.
In 2001, we started development of a
Game Boy
Shantae
Color.
sequel for Game Boy Advance. It was never completed, but we'd always hoped that someday we could go back and finish it.
Now, more than 20 years later, we brought the original development team back together to complete the lost Shantae game.
Shantae Advance Risky Revolution is coming to Nintendo Switch, and we cannot wait for you to play it.
After 20 years, this long-lost half-genie platforming adventure
I'm impressed
is
it took
back
them this long.
and ready to grant a few wishes. Do you have any, Andrew?
I mean, obviously I wish for Shantae's signature hair whip attack.
Granted, naturally, but think bigger.
Okay, how about magic
This is a
dances
Ridley
that let me
looking thing.
transform into different
Yeah.
animals with unique abilities?
Bigger.
How about completely rearranging stages by shifting the foreground and background to solve puzzles and find new ways to progress?
Now you're talking. Plus, for the first time in the
Man, the
series,
whole foreground background thing
four
makes me think of a
players can
3DS
duke it
game.
out on the same screen
Yeah.
in a local multiplayer battle mode.
Wow, I didn't even wish for that one.
Embark on this once lost revolutionary adventure when Shantae Advance
Okay.
Risky Revolution spins onto Nintendo Switch next year.
Bad.
Oh, thank goodness I don't have to get the physical version.
Bad.
The one for actual Game Boy Advance.
Ooh.
What's this?
I like the art style.
Oh. Running on ground base. Oh. Well, then went from 0 to 100 really fast.
Look at all the different things you could do. You could farm and you could fight for your life.
Keeper.
Oh, Lore Keeper. Okay, I have heard of this.
Drawn towards a mysterious artifact, you find yourself stranded in an ancient cavern full of relics and
Funny how the
wonders.
company's name is
Gather
Pugstorm.
resources as you explore
Yes.
procedurally generated biomes to uncover the secrets of this long-forgotten world. There are tools to craft, crops to grow, pets to hatch, bases to build, and monsters to fight during your
Pets to
subterranean
hatch?
adventure.
No need to do it alone.
8
though,
players.
as up to 8 players can work together in online multiplayer to explore the underground.
That's pretty cool.
Customize your own character, assign skills, upgrade your tools and armor, and prepare to face the titans that lie in wait.
An endless cavern is ready to be
Titans,
explored
okay,
in
that's cool.
Core Keeper, plunging onto Nintendo Switch next summer.
Humble
Summer. That's pretty far out. Okay. Humble Games.
Oh, I've seen this during Gamescom. I forget the name. On your tail. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, this seems all based around an island where the developers came from. And you're basically solving like little mysteries.
Cute.
You basically can reverse time and go off in your own adventure, or you can also just do a bunch of side activities.
I needed a little more from that trip. Oh, okay.
Io sono
Yeah.
Imma, l'art director.
Yeah, we
So-
get these little dev interviews.
Mauro Finelli is the guy I met. He was actually responsible for a different game studio before, and he made Forma 8 on Wii U and Switch, and then he moved on to a new studio.
Condividono bellissimi
Ok.
ricordi delle vacanze al mare. Per un paio di magiche settimane si viveva una vita diversa, si incontravano nuovi amici, si esploravano posti nuovi e si facevano esperienze mai provate prima.
L'avventura di Diana in Know Your Tale è ispirata a quelle esperienze, ma con un pizzico di mistero in più. Speriamo che la visita a Borgo Marina possa darvi quelle stesse sensazioni di intrigo e meraviglia.
A presto!
A seaside
interesting.
mystery awaits in this narrative life sim with a little bit of sleuthing mixed in. As the intrepid young detective Diana
Narrative life sim.
explore the charming village of Borgo Marina.
Hit the beach, hang out with friends, play games in the arcade,
So they let me do this and the mobile game in the fishing for like 15 minutes, and they just laughed at how I got the same fish every single time.
Yeah, about that. Use your investigation and interrogation skills.
It was actually running on Switch, so they were actively developing with Switch in mind.
Who the menace behind the mask really is.
Play your clue cards right, and you might just have a vacation.
So the clues come in those actual cards you see on the board, which
I really like this like little diorama.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Exclusive next year.
Timed console exclusive. Okay, that's pretty nice.
Oh, this is how. This, funny enough, a person that I know worked on this game.
Ooh, nice.
2 games in a row that I know.
What is this game again?
This is how. This is a turn-based puzzle game.
Many restless nights
I love this kind of painted looking art style.
Revealed the unlucky fate of her brother.
A fairy tale world.
Remind me of a
has been
darker
ravaged by the
cartoon.
howl. A sinister plague spread
Yeah, so
sound alone.
the concept in this game is
Only a
that you
deaf
have
prophet
to
can find the cure
get
and
across to
bring
the other side
back
of the map.
peace
You
to
have to
this realm.
defeat like the wolves
Use
along the
both
way.
your weapons
But
and
as you
wits to
go,
progress
you have
in
also
this
villagers, and those
turn-based
villagers slowly turn
novel
into
tale,
wolves. One of them
illustrated
howls.
with a living ink art style.
So
You'll
it
need to
becomes
stay
more
more
frantic
than
as you
one
go
step
along,
ahead.
basically.
6 steps, in fact.
Interesting.
Plan your moves in advance, predicting your enemy's actions as you write your own prophecy.
Plot your route carefully, find secret paths, and unlock new skills, all with the goal to save the villagers from the claws and howls of the wolves.
Oh!
Howl arrives on the Nintendo Switch system later today. A free
wow.
demo will
They did
also
today.
be
Okay.
available on Nintendo eShop.
And a free demo.
Yeah, try the demo. It's
Oh
fun.
yeah, there we go. There's a shadow drop.
See if you like it.
Camera. This makes me think of those like the old like PC games you would play where you're like constantly like, searching for finding things.
For sure.
I think I'm just done with camera games right now. I just
That's fair.
Yeah.
There's a lot right now.
I had Viewfinder this year. That was enough camera for a long time.
Give me all the camera games.
Ooh.
Hello, we're a Soul Line
Okay,
Studio.
this does really
New
have my
game,
attention.
The Star Name Elves is a narrative adventure puzzle game where players use photography. to
Showing lots of
explore
developers
stunning
today. That's
scenes.
nice.
Yeah.
I like when they do that.
Painting and photograph lies fascinating stories waiting to be discovered. To highlight the difference between reality and memories, as well as capture the fleeting essence of time itself, we chose photography as our game's theme. We wanted to use a more intimate and heartfelt interactive experience to convey the personal emotions and struggles that are buried deep within our hearts.
We hope you will look forward to playing the Star Name Elves.
Photographs and the memories held within them.
You know what we're missing out on? A camera and farming game.
In this puzzle-driven
A game where you
narrative
take pictures of cows.
As young
I don't think the art style in this one is
use your
really
in-game
nice.
camera to
I
take
really like the art
pictures of
style.
hand-drawn
Yeah.
world around you, solving puzzles to help uncover the truth
Oh,
about your
hand-drawn.
mother's
Ooh.
absence.
Overcome challenges to recreate old photographs and
Oh.
piece together the story. Use those snapshots to step back in time and shed new light on the moments when the pictures were taken.
Discover the beauty of the star named Eos, launching on Nintendo
Sometimes I think
Switch
photography
next
games
spring.
focus too much on everybody having to recreate the same thing. And
Here's
for
an
me,
Yeah.
like some of the fun of the
specific
of
question.
photography stuff
What
is
if
like making your
expertly
own stuff.
packing a bag made you
Yeah,
go
or
hard?
catching a neat
Then
moment.
each
Yeah.
trip to the supermarket would
Oh,
make me a hero?
I don't remember the name of this game, but I know it. I had a bunch of friends playing this very recently. Epic Hero, yep.
Wait, roguelike deck builder? Okay,
Yep.
wait a second. Wait a
Enemies to
second.
battle, allies to encounter, and treasures to find.
I still get to be a hero though, right?
Yes! Bring back the loot you find in the dungeon
A
to help
city builder.
rebuild your hometown. The locals will certainly consider you a hero.
Excellent!
Collect hundreds of items with incredible powers and abilities, and organize your backpack to unleash their full
I'm
potential.
unclear on what the gameplay
Find
is.
potent combinations
Yeah.
to use each
Yeah.
We'll get to
unique
it.
ability
Okay, we'll get to
to
it,
repel
yeah.
whatever enemies stand
Like,
in
what's
your way.
these battles?
basically
I'm
an
not really
RP
sure
Grab
what
your magic backpack and
we're
prepare
doing.
for some serious.
It's basically inventory management,
in
the battle
Backpack
simulator.
Hero, launching on Nintendo Switch later
It's
today.
kind of
I'll
weird.
do
It's today.
Yeah.
Welcome
Yeah.
to Future Osaka.
Ooh,
Like I think
hello.
battles
Dystopian
happen, and just
cyberpunk
depending on what
world
item you
where a
choose,
group
that's
known
what
as the
attack
Misa
you'll
Association
use.
is charged with
Blade
protecting
Chimera.
the city
Yeah,
from
basically
demon
that.
attacks. One member heads out on this deadly assignment, but things soon take an unexpected turn.
In this 2D action game, you'll wield the powerful Luminosaur, a demon transformed into a deadly weapon. This blade not only cuts down foes, but can also interfere with time itself, restoring once destroyed stairs, bridges, and platforms to reach new areas.
Can you master control of your demon blade?
I think this looks nice.
Blade Chimera.
Yeah, it's
Slash
kind of like
onto Nintendo Switch.
somewhere between a
Console
Blasphemous and
exclusive
Katana
next
Zero
spring.
art style.
These hills are awash with stories.
Oh, this voice acting.
Come to the sea by Beltane, he said.
Oh.
And I'm doing it.
Ooh.
What is this? What is this, Irish? Is that Irish people?
I must be off my trolley.
Well, speaking of Irish
Yeah,
people, we've got
that's
Adam in the
Scottish.
chat.
Adam, confirm or deny? Irish people talking right now?
That is Scottish.
Oh, the music, I feel like.
Oh, this looks fun.
Adam in the game. Hey, Brandon.
Yo, this is speaking to me.
This
I like this.
Nice.
Yeah, for sure.
I think I like this too. It's perfect mix of styles and art.
Yeah.
Come to the lighthouse, Moira.
Oh.
Come as
Highland
fast
song.
as you can.
And it's got rock skipping deal.
Scottish, Adam says. Scottish. Okay.
Hi, I'm Joe.
Yeah,
and
what I
I'm
said.
co-founder of Inkle and the creative director of A Highland Song.
And I'm Nat, lead level designer in the game. A Highland Song is all about how it feels to explore the mountains of Scotland, and it's
Oh,
been
yeah.
directly inspired by our own adventures
Thank
in
you,
the
Adam.
wilderness.
The remote
Yep.
Scottish Highlands can be beautiful, but also harsh and unforgiving if you're not prepared. That balance is something we've tried to capture in the gameplay of A Highland Song, from difficult climbs to fast-paced rhythm runs.
We're excited for you to immerse yourself in the landscape.
Yo,
we've
I like
created.
what these people are saying right now. This is cool.
Yeah.
Ready to
Yeah.
head for the hills? We're going on a foot tapping.
Yeah, someone in chat pointing out it looks a bit like a Miyazaki movie. That's always.
Oh, that's what.
Big
That's the
bonus.
rhythm bit there. I see.
And there are a lot of different roads to take. Scale the peaks and roam the
Adam's in the
valleys,
chat right now trying to
uncovering
defend
hundreds of
why I
new
thought it was
paths and
Irish. He's
shortcuts
like,
to
Jake, there
reach
were
the sea
things
as
there.
fast
Yeah.
as you can.
The narrative builds and adapts based on the route you take, with the sights, sounds, and characters you encounter affecting the tale.
Run, jump, climb, and scramble your way to your goal, with the sound of Scottish
Man,
folk
this is
music
cool.
scoring your journey.
December 5th.
A Highland
Scottish
Song
folk music.
launches on the Nintendo Switch system December
Cool.
5th. Pre-orders begin today.
Yeah,
on
just a few
Nintendo
weeks away.
eShop.
Pretty soon.
Yeah, I'll check
Yeah.
that out. That's awesome. Dude, that was cool. That was a great
procedurally
presentation.
generated islands in this creature collecting, dungeon crawling, deck building life.
Oh, deck
Moonstone
building
Island.
too.
All my favorites. roll
Creature
the-
collecting, deck building,
You'll
100
aim to
procedurally
become a
generated islands. Oh my
world-renowned
gosh.
alchemist by exploring islands in the sky, collecting over 60
Ooh,
adorable
different spirits as
in
well, 50 of
compelling
them.
card
Dude,
combat
Bardini,
across
though.
this open world. Then, when you're ready to head home,
I-
a whole
I saw
community
just
awaits
a
to
puppy
help
with
you
tentacles. I
unwind.
was kind of stranged out by that.
Tend to your farm.
This is charming.
Brew potions. Decorate your home. Befriend the local villagers, and who knows? Maybe you'll even fall in love.
Live your
Ooh.
life however you choose in Moonstone Island, launching on Nintendo Switch as a time console
spring, okay.
exclusive next spring.
Yeah.
Hey, more time console exclusive.
Published
That's
by
good
Raw
fun.
Fury. I feel like they're in my emails a lot. Raw Fury, hit me up.
Yep.
All right.
Ooh, mystery game.
What is this?
Dude, please be a murder mystery at the circus. Please.
Oh, that'd be something.
Just play the second Ace
Let's
Attorney
see
game.
what this is.
I'm getting Tangle Tower vibes here.
Oh my god, I'm all about this. This looks awesome.
Oh, this looks nice. Death Track Double Blind.
Does look nice.
Yes, dude.
Hello， 大家好，我们是双盲把戏 Death Trick Double Blind 的开发者，我是制作人糖果，我是美术 Jenny。我们从高中的时候就是好朋友，而且我们两个都是各种侦探故事的爱好者，所以那时候起一起制作一款侦探游戏这个想法就埋在我们的脑海里。
Okay,
我
I
们
like
希
it.
望结
Best
合
friends
绚
since high
丽
school,
梦幻的
dude.
美术风格，
Yeah.
丰富多彩的人物群
The
像故
passion
事
comes through.
所以我们就想到了马戏团。谢谢大家，希望你们也会喜欢在双盲把戏中破案，以及了解这些马戏团人物背后的故事。
Sick, heck yeah.
I love the poster.
I don't think these presentations ever need this like second showing of the trailer with the person talking over it.
No.
No, it's like because they have the reveal, the developers, but now they're like really trying to drive home what it is. But directs do it too. They're like,
yeah,
okay, we get it. Then they're like, okay, guys, for those of you who didn't get it, we're gonna.
I feel like
show
they're
you
just
all
playing
over
the
again.
same trailer though, you know what I mean? And they're like screaming at us over it.
They could give more room to more developers, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, they don't need to emphasize it 3 times that this is a game.
Which leads to pursue. Looking out for
Yeah.
contradictions in the evidence you acquire.
They could have found out too that people forget when they only do the first 2 things. That's why they really try to drive home.
That's probably the case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The investigation begins when Death Trick Double Blind launches first.
So we probably have
for
one
consoles
more
on
game
Nintendo
left based
Switch
on the time.
next year. A free demo
Oh, there's
will
a
be
demo later
available on
today.
Nintendo eShop later
Oh,
today.
sick. I'll check that
You
out.
check that one out, Jake. Yeah.
Ah, there you go. There it is.
Oh, I forgot.
Yes!
I forgot where we were.
Yes.
It doesn't look too bad if this is Switch footage.
I love the music of this game. Jake's jamming.
Oh, well. Yes. Archaeologist. Just edition.
Archaeologist edition, yep.
Exploration is key to unraveling the mysteries of this peculiar solar system.
Not that bad enough.
This open world adventure
Visuals are
has
clearly
you scouring
tied down a
multiple
little bit, but it
planets
still
in
looks
search of
great.
Clues, strange signals, and ancient alien texts to decipher. But don't dawdle, the solar system is trapped in a time loop, and each planet changes dramatically as you explore.
Delve into an underground city before it's swallowed by sand. Dodge sky-high cyclones and explore a planet collapsing into the black hole at its core. Find the keys to unlock the secrets of the solar system in the most hidden and dangerous of places.
Plus, unravel the deepest secret of them all in the included Echoes of the Eye.
It has, yeah. It has the Echoes of the Eye DLC. Nice.
Outer
Okay.
Wilds, Archaeologist Edition. touches
Yes,
down on
very
Nintendo
soon.
Switch December 7th. Pre-orders begin today on
And a physical
Nintendo
version
eShop.
coming
A
2020.
physical version will also be available next year.
That's a big deal. Although not shocking from Annapurna that they'll make another
Yeah.
physical edition of these. Yeah.
Oh, one more.
But before we
Whoa.
go, let's
Nope.
take a
I think
look
now
at a
it's
few
the-
more
My
indie
goodness.
games coming to Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, the wrap up of stuff.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
this
few
one.
more.
I played this. I did a sponsored video for them. It was.
Oh, I
it was
remember
pretty
that,
good,
yeah.
Actually, yeah.
Planet Lana, yeah.
Enjoy the dinner later today. Well, they're just dropping stuff in this as well.
Enjoy the diner available later today. Yeah. You're right. Heavenly Bodies. That's silly looking.
Hey, you like physics?
Echo Gods. Okay, I'm down with this.
Oh, wait a second,
Yes,
Gecko
Gecko
game.
Gods!
dude.
I'm
modern
so hyped for this game. I'm so hyped for Gecko Gods. It looks so good.
Prosper 2 too. Yeah. Yeah, it was weird because it was already released in Japan, but Europe and America didn't have a release date yet, so it randomly dropped today. Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
Even got a physical release in Japan.
Oh wow.
One
Yeah.
person in chat said Gex reboot.
Yes.
Great anniversary edition. There you go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
April 30th, 2024.
It's like we were right on one thing.
Yeah, that
yes.
nailed it.
2 things.
Thanks for watching, everyone. We hope you enjoyed the games featured in today's showcase.
A big thank you as ever to our indie community and partners, working hard to bring their experiences to the Nintendo Switch system. Follow our official Indie World account to stay up to date on the latest
logo.
news about Indie World.
They didn't even want to say X. They just say official Indie World account.
Trailer ruined, or like showcase ruined.
Well, that was in fact an Indie World showcase. Okay, I kind of thought the games in the sizzle reel at the end looked more interesting than a lot of the main boys. I don't know. I thought that was a nice little sizzle reel at the end. I think it's a little weird to end your one more thing as a sizzle reel.
Yeah, usually you do the sizzle reel before a one more thing. Like if that was before one of the last few that we got.
Yeah.
It does feel weird to end on a sizzle reel.
I guess
I feel like was like that too, and the ones before 2023 did end with that one more thing. I think they just moved away from it completely, which is weird.
Yeah, it kind of feels like they maybe feel like they didn't have a big chonky one more thing, so you just kind of are like, you know what I mean? You don't want to set expectations a certain way. But yeah, I don't know. I thought that was fine. I think like what's becoming more clear to me with these Indie World presentations is I think a lot of us maybe try to go in with some expectations about like, well, we know about some of these indie games and maybe we'll see whatever. But I think like they're more focused on introducing us to stuff. Than than they are on like capitalizing on things that already exist. Like we're like seeing hats off to Nintendo for being I don't know, for even like putting together this thing where we see the faces of these developers that we might never see otherwise. You know, like that's kind of crazy. Like Nintendo gave me an avenue to see those two women be like, so we've been best friends since high school and we made this Detective Circus game together. And I think that's kind of, I don't know. That's something. There's value there. So
I would say that I would rather remove them all the recaps, like the third act of those longer pieces, and give all the developers a reasonable amount of time to say what they want to say.
Yes.
And I think that would make the pacing of these a lot better.
Yeah, something's off with the presentation. I was thinking about this the whole time watching it, and I do think that part of it is that these indie games don't get the same kind of like marketing budget that the games we're used to do, and I think that's probably playing a role in just as a couch observer over here. A lot of these trailers I don't think are cut super well, and maybe could use a little bit more time and energy and focus. Just from like to use a ridiculous word, like a filmmaking perspective, I think they're maybe not showing their games in the best light. And I'm wondering what the avenue is to alleviate that situation. I don't know.
Right, with games like HAL with Backpack Hero, you need to explain mechanics, so you cannot show a trailer. And I think with them doing those back to back, it's better to cut out the trailer at the beginning and focus on the explanation. Because you need to make people aware of what the game really is, because they've never seen it before. Most people watching these indie worlds, like, I know what I'm talking about because I've seen them. But if you don't have seen them before, like, how can you be excited about a game you have never seen before?
Yeah.
And Andre pointed out there's a really good indie trailer editor. It's probably Derek Liu, who does some like for Among Us even, who also charges $500 an hour for a 1 hour consultation. But they
whoa, is that for real, Tom? That's a quote.
He charges $500 an hour. Yeah.
Dear God.
Oh man.
Okay. Yeah.
So, but Jake, like you were interested in Backpack Hero, but you didn't know how it worked really. I only knew because I've heard of it.
Yeah, it was very unclear what the actions were doing. Like I saw the menus happening, but there was no like, it just didn't do a good job of showcasing that. Yeah.
It's almost like you need arrows to be pointing like a in a video.
Yeah, it's
So,
funny. I remember when we used to do those like Switch alert videos, I was cutting together a lot of indie game trailers together. So I was just like watching a ton. Because it
Yeah.
was everything that came out. And I kind of had the same criticism at the time, where it was like I would have to jump a full minute into the trailer to be like, oh, this is the part of the game I'm going to show. And like that's no good.
But
I don't know.
think,
I think
yeah,
part of it is just
honestly,
like as a
yeah.
creator, you get so in the weeds and you're so close to your piece of art. I do this all the time with like my students that are like writing books. I'm like, listen, I know what the book is about to you, but now you need to shift your brain into what is the 3-sentence description that somebody's going to read on the back of the book. That's different. It's different.
How are
in a
you
way-
selling it?
Yeah,
Yep.
it's different. So,
Oh,
How are you hooking
so I don't
someone?
know.
I think my problem with like how Nintendo markets indie games in general is that you have to find your information outside of the eShop. Because the way the eShop design doesn't really help you to discover games in the grand scheme of things. So an indie world presentation like this should convince you to maybe give the game a try, or at least try the demo. And I think they should get to that side of the argument, not so much of showing the game over again, like maybe 3 times with the same footage.
I want to know, was there a game that jumped out at you, highlight of the presentation? Let's go to. I feel like Tom's looking at his notes right now. He's thinking.
Yeah.
He's thinking. Tris, do you
I'm
have one?
going Highland
I mean-
Song, the Scottish one.
Yeah, Tom, you're going. Okay, yeah, the Highland Song, the Scottish game. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
definitely a highlight. It's definitely a really good one in there. It caught my attention. It was beautiful. Obviously, I need to shill one of my favorite games of all time actually being here, which is Outer Wilds. I adore that game, and the fact that it's actually here. It wasn't canceled for Switch. It's just a few weeks away. Has me very happy and excited, and it looks decent on the Switch too.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely looking forward to actually like getting that version, seeing how it runs, and actually like checking it out. And if I like it, really encouraging more people to play that game because I love space and I love that game.
And in chat, I want to know if you had a standout game. If there was something that you liked, I would love to see those. See what people are gravitating towards.
Yeah.
Don,
For
what
me-
was yours?
Yeah. For me, it was like Backpack Hero. I'm definitely interested in trying.
Yeah.
Other shoutouts is really Howl, because Howl, I know how good that is. I've seen that game like grow over the last year.
And that's out today, right?
It's out today, yeah.
Yeah.
So definitely, if you like more strategic as games, please give that demo a try. It's really fun. It won't be for everybody, for sure. But I like the growing mechanics of that game very much.
Yeah, cool. Mundas Music agrees with Tris. Happy to see Outer Wilds on Switch. My one thing with that Outer Wilds trailer was that I felt it was maybe not representative of what you actually do in the game. I was like, dang, there's a lot of like high flying adventure right now, and the actual game is a little like, I don't know. It's a little more particular than the way that it was maybe being shown, at least at first. Yeah, but all right, cool. We've got some love in the chat from Linar Mangum. Says Shantae Advance Risky Revolution was the highlight for me personally. Yeah, I mean, I just like seeing that Game Boy aesthetic out here again.
Yeah.
That looks awesome. I feel like those Game Boy games coming to Nintendo Switch Online gets me. I'm like, dang, dude, I just love this generation.
Yeah, I'm just surprised they took this long to go back to the canceled GBA game with how much content they've been putting out over the last 10 years.
They're too busy making other Shantae games.
It's true. It's true.
I just started playing Minish Cap last week, so I think
Oh,
Shantae
nice.
was a great way to
That's
kick off
nice,
Indie World
yeah.
today.
Yeah, it was definitely a strong start for it. Yeah.
Recognizable, Yeah. All right. Well, I think that will wrap it up then for our Indie World watch along here. We've got the Circus game on the stream right now playing next to me. I'm, dude, all about this Circus game. I was just talking to a friend who loves like point and click kind of games. And he's like, do you know? And I'm like, dude, I work in like mainstream games. I don't know what to tell you. And now I'm going to hit him back and be like, wait, dude, I got this Circus game for you. Check this out. So thank you everybody for tuning in. We'll be back soon. More stuff going on. We got Mario RPG coming out this week. We talked some Game Awards. We got some Zelda videos coming out soon. I know Joey's working on that. So thank you again. We'll see you next time. Goodbye. I got to find the stop streaming button. Hold on. Got a lot of tabs. All right, now, goodbye.